Emergency services in the United States have rescued thousands of people from flooded parts of Florida after Hurricane Milton crashed through the state yesterday.
Tonight, neighborhoods in Florida are still dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Milton. Thousands still don't have electricity.
Imagine waking up to a world turned upside down. Streets flooded, trees ripped from their roots, and homes reduced to rubble. This is the terrifying reality hurricanes bring. In the past few weeks, we've seen some sheer devastation in terms of Hurricane Helene, and later on we've got this Hurricane Milton. The Helene unleashed devastation across several states, from Tennessee to Georgia and North Carolina, leaving a tragic trail of damage and loss of life in its wake. And the recent Hurricane Milton took destruction to a new level. It became the second most intense tropical cyclone ever recorded in the Gulf of Mexico, just behind Hurricane Rita. Its raw power tore through everything in its path, a force of nature few could withstand. For such a scale of devastation, you need to have resilient response. Well, as per latest updates, power restoration and shelter operations are winding down, while FEMA has approved over $60 million in aid for more than 51,000 households in North Carolina alone. The Biden-Harris administration has also provided more than $408 million to Helene survivors. State and local governments, along with community organizations, are working together to support survivors and rebuild damaged infrastructure. While the road to recovery will be long, the collective efforts of all involved are making a significant impact. Before we move on in this video, if you're new here, I want you to subscribe to I Am Civil Engineer to get such latest updates on infrastructure and construction. Well, referring to these devastating hurricanes, you might already know about the scale of damages caused in news, but have you ever thought, why are these hurricanes getting stronger and more frequent? What's driving these dangerous storms, and how can we protect our homes, our families, and our future from the chaos they bring? Well guys, make sure to watch till the end, because I'm going to share some pretty ingenious tips to help you prepare for such a devastation. To understand why hurricanes are becoming stronger, let's dive into what fuels them. Hurricanes form over warm ocean waters, drawing energy from the heat in the sea. With global temperatures rising due to climate change, these storms are gaining more power. I know you'll say this climate change is more of a political thing rather than a reality. That's what experts are blaming too for all such devastating episodes. Warmer water means more evaporation, more moisture in the air, and ultimately more intense hurricanes. This year, scientists observed record-breaking temperatures in the Atlantic Ocean, a perfect breeding ground for hurricanes. The warmer the oceans, the more energy these storms can absorb, making them not only stronger but also longer-lasting, with heavier rainfall. Even with early warnings, hurricanes leave behind a trail of destruction, and one of the biggest challenges is our outdated infrastructure. Many buildings in Florida, especially older homes, weren't designed to withstand the full force of a major hurricane. Roads flood easily, power grids collapse, and evacuation routes quickly become overwhelmed. Some communities, particularly in low-income areas, are hit the hardest. Their homes are more vulnerable, and they lack the resources to rebuild or evacuate quickly. This raises an important question. How can we rebuild smarter and stronger to protect lives in future storms? At the heart of the problem is the burning of fossil fuels, which releases greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, causing global warming, and as a result, we're seeing more extreme weather events like hurricanes. Experts warn that unless we reduce our carbon footprint by transitioning to cleaner energy, these storms will only become more frequent and more devastating. Switching to renewable energy sources is not just about protecting the environment. It's about safeguarding our future. Every step we take towards sustainable energy can help slow down the rate of climate change and reduce the risk of catastrophic storms. Don't forget to have a family evacuation plan in place. Knowing where to go and what to do in an emergency can save precious time when every second counts. Now, with that being said, let's now explore how we can hurricane-proof our houses and infrastructure, or at least prepare for such an utter devastation to minimize destruction at least. Protecting your home and family during a hurricane is crucial. Start by securing windows with storm shutters or impact-resistant glass, and check your doors for reinforcement. Don't forget your garage door, as it's highly vulnerable. Consider adding braces or investing in a hurricane-resistant door. Elevate electrical systems if you're in a flood-prone area and seal entry points to prevent water damage. Clean gutters and downspouts, trim loose tree branches, and clear your yard of debris to avoid flying hazards. Inspect your roof for loose shingles or tiles and make repairs if necessary. Bring in outdoor furniture and ensure your crawl space is accessible. Review your homeowner's insurance policy and stock up on essentials, including a battery backup, flashlights, water, and non-perishable food. Don't forget about supplies for pets. Inspect your sump pump and have a list of important contacts ready in case of emergency. Staying prepared can make all the difference when extreme weather hits. We must also invest in public infrastructure. Flood-resistant roads, stronger power grids, and effective drainage systems, so we can minimize the impact of future hurricanes. Hurricanes like these remind us that while we can't stop the storms from coming, we can prepare, adapt, and rebuild stronger. As we face more extreme weather, our choices today will shape our future. Will we continue down the same path, or will we rise to the challenge and create a more sustainable, resilient world? Have you experienced a hurricane before? What steps have you taken to protect your home? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else prepare. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos.